Okay, our last video for you guys, which we're both in frame for once. We're both we're both wearing green. Green for ecology.
Ecology.
Green Generation was last year's event, which I'm still salty about because I liked it better, but it's okay. I love ecology.
We have some test tips for you guys.
We do. We have test tips for you guys. So first of all, cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Make sure you know what you're putting in your cheat sheet. If there's something that you can memorize, like right off the top of the head, don't put it in there. Try to use as much space as you can. And in general, make sure you know where everything is, because on the test day you only have a limited time to look through your cheat sheet.
Yeah, and there's like a fine line between it being like illegible and it being readable.
Yeah.
It's like if you have colored printers, I know that's kind of like a luxury. I often print my cheat sheets in black and white too, but try to take advantage of that. Highlight things, make a key, for like different topics. Bold things if you can. Add images. Oh my god, images will be so much more useful on tests than words will ever be, because diagrams can explain things so much better, and a lot of the time if you have like a popular diagram, it might just be on the test.
Exactly.
Diagrams.
It'll be nice to also laminate your cheat sheet, but that's just a fancy choice.
Yeah.
All right. So now partners.
Yeah. Contact your partner. I know you're all like socially awkward and you're like, I'll just talk to them the day of the tournament, and you both bring like the same cheat sheet you made the night before, and then you bring it, and then neither of you are like, oh, we should use yours, because neither of you spent any time on it, and then you're just like, yeah, you're screwed. So talk to your partner beforehand. We have methods of communication. Please communicate with them before. You want to know who your partner is and what they're good at and what their weaknesses are.
And top of what did he say about like looking for the best and stuff, ecology has a lot of things in there, so it's not a good idea to like memorize every single thing on there, because more likely you're probably going to forget half of it. So what you can do is you can specialize on one part, like maybe you want to specialize on cycles, your partner can maybe specialize on environmental toxicology, and who knows.
So you can divide and conquer, especially if you talk to your partner beforehand. That means you both don't have to know everything, which is going to be a lot harder than if you both knew some things really well, right? That's good for partner.
Good for partner. Now let's just go on to the actual test taking part.
Oh yeah, okay, test taking. So a lot of the time they'll allow you to like split up the test beforehand. Like if it's stapled, like split it up. Ask before you do it. But if you do it, it's often a really good way, because you can give half to your partner and you do half.
Go for the most like obvious questions and stuff like that. If it's just basically asking like a very like fundamental question, like probably like what happens in ammonification, answer that. Go for the easier questions first before looking at the harder ones. A good strategy that I know a couple people, veterans, do is that they first go through the test really quickly, looking for as much easy questions as they can. Then they go through it 1 or 2 times with their partners to go over like the more harder questions, and that's how they get the points.
Yeah, and speaking of points, if they have the points on the test, this is really good for you, because you know 2 things from that. 1, you know how many points this question is worth. So is it worth spending 5 minutes on a 1-point multiple choice question, or a 5-point FRQ? 5-point FRQ, obviously. So spend more of your energy on that, and you're more likely to get partial credit. Whereas multiple choice, you get it wrong, you're wrong, right? There's no coming back from it. FRQ, you can get partial credit at least. And it also tells you how detailed they're looking for an answer to be. If I have an FRQ that's like, explain how this happens, and it's 10 points, that means I want a lot of explanation. That means there's a lot of stuff I'm looking for. Spend your time on that versus like a 2-point FRQ. I did this in the ecology midterm, so, hope you were aware of that.
Is there anything else?
As long as your partner isn't Owen, you should be great.
Also, yeah.
Yeah? You're not gonna defend yourself?
No.
Okay, Owen.
Alright, now that she's gone, just make sure your partner's not a diddy.
Dude!